Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be telling you guys 25 facts about SpongeBob SquarePants and Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated that is coming out this year. So excited for it, and I cannot wait to tell you guys all these facts, big and small, when it comes to this game. So without any further ado, let's get started.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
Fact number 1, this game is coming to all major platforms, being the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and PC. Number 2, THQ Nordic quotes this game is going to be a faithful remake of one of the best SpongeBob games ever created, and boy, I cannot disagree with them with that fact that SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom is the best game, or best SpongeBob game ever created. Number 3, they also quote that there's going to be a brand new Horde mode for multiplayer for up to 2 players, both online and offline, and I cannot wait to see what that entails. Whether or not it's going to take place in actual levels or arenas, we'll have to wait and see. Number 4, and everyone's most anticipated thing to see, is that restored content that was cut from the original game, like the Robo-Squidward boss fight, and more, will be returning. And I cannot wait to see what the Robo-Squidward boss fight will be and how they will integrate it into the game. Because, well, actually, I'll explain a little bit of this when I talk about a future point. Number 5, something I should also clarify is that Battle for Bikini Bottom speedrunner named Shift got to go to Purple Lamp Studios and try out the game for himself. So there's going to be some of his facts in here as well, but if you want to hear very specific facts about Rehydrated, definitely check out his video, which is about half an hour long, that talks about very specific details about Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. So definitely check out that video if you haven't already. Number 6, the game's soundtrack will be exactly the same as the original game. There isn't going to be any remixes, no redos, nothing, at least as far as we know. Maybe some of the new cut content that's coming to this game, maybe that will have new music, but everything else is going to have music directly from the original game. Number 7, the game will also use the same exact sound effects as well as voice clips from the original game. Now, the only things we're not sure of just yet are the voices for Mermaid Man and Mr. Krabs, since they were obviously voiced by different voice actors, so we're not sure if they're going to bring back those voice clips, probably in the case of Mermaid Man, or if Mr. Krabs' case, we're not sure if they're going to bring back Clancy Brown to do his voice, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Number 8, the game will cost $30. Whether it's for a digital copy or a physical copy, it will still be $30, which I think is a great price for a full remake. I think Nintendo could learn a thing or two from this method of charging less for a port or a remake. Number 9, the game has a special edition called the Shiny Edition, which includes the game, a SpongeBob statue, 6 lithographs, some socks, and some stickers. This costs $150, and this is probably the one I'm going to end up buying. The game has a second special edition called the Fun Edition. This contains all the contents of the Shiny Edition, plus a Patrick statue, a Sandy statue, and some Tiki keychains for $300. Oof, that is pricey. We saw our first bit of gameplay in August of 2019, and oh my god, this game is gorgeous looking. Just, oh, look at this. God, I love it. Number 12, while there are some new shiny object placements, all placements for golden spatulas, underwear, and socks will remain the same. So basically, they are not changing the structure of the game at all. It's just going to be the exact same spatula placements. There's not going to be any new spatulas. It's going to be, as I said earlier, in fact number 2, this is a faithful remake. There's not, like, even though there's going to be new content, these will probably be in extra modes and not in the main game itself. So all golden spatula, underwear, and sock placements are in the exact same places. Number 13, spin stalling will make a return. Now, for those of you who do not know what spin stalling is, when you jump, if you hit the B button on, for me it'd be GameCube controller. If you hit the B button, you will spin, and it will cause your jump to be extended by a little bit. Fans were scared because this did not make an appearance in the Gamescom demo of the game, but developers reassured us that spin stalling will be returning. Number 14. Despite Nintendo of Europe's 2020 roadmap, THQ Nordic clarified that Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated still does not have a confirmed release date, so it will not be coming out in May. So we still have a little bit of waiting to do when it comes to the release date. Number 15. Some of the robots have gotten redesigned. For instance, the Tartar robot now has a more rounded canister on its back rather than the blocky one that has been seen in Battle for Bikini Bottom, the regular one. Number 16, a nice little touch to all the robots, at least the fodder and the hammer robot that we've seen, is that when they're just roaming around doing their thing, their eyes and stuff are green when they're just roaming around. But when they actually see you and are going to attack you, their eyes turn red, which I think is a really nice detail that really shows the robot's personality. And just overall, the robots have a lot more animation and expressions in general, and I can't wait to see how other robots like Chuck and Sleepy Time will really get a personality boost as well. Number 17, SpongeBob's running animation looks so great when he's running away from things like robots chasing him. This is such a great improvement over the original Battle for Bikini Bottom and what that did. But of course, that is something of time. Overall just looks great. Number 18, the environments have so much better detail now. You can see the grass, there's actual grass, and the water, or goo as it's called in the game. It looks a lot higher quality. Just overall, all the finer details in the environments of the game just look absolutely spectacular. So number 19 is a little bit of an obvious one, but cutscenes are a lot smoother when you're watching them, and the characters and even robots seem more expressive with the true advancement in animation when it comes to video games, and I think everything just looks absolutely spectacular now when it comes to the cutscenes. Some things with Spongebob maybe could use a little bit of work, but everything else looks so polished and so good, and especially for a pre-alpha, I can't wait to see what the final game looks like. Number 20, socks and underwear are now contained in bubbles. I think this is a really interesting choice. I think it's not the best choice because the white of the socks and underwear kind of blend with the bubble a little bit, so I think it might be hard to tell what's a sock and what is underwear. But nevertheless, it is a change they made, and I'll just have to get used to it. Number 21, some of the tikis got redesigned, like the Thunder Tiki and the color changes in the regular Tiki. However, Tiki designs are not finalized, as Purple Lamp have noted that when quality testing, people could not tell the difference between the Thunder Tiki, because of its colors, as well as the regular Tiki, so they're going to be changing some things up when it comes to the Tikis by adding more brighter, more vivid colors in the Thunder Tikis. So, these Tikis that we're seeing are not final, but we do know that they are going to be changing them, because I personally was not a huge fan of the Thunder Tiki design, so I'm glad that they are changing that. Number 22 is an interesting one. Cruise boosting might come back. They're going to look into it and see if it is worth their time, so that's where you guys, the fans, come in. If you want cruise boosting to return, let Purple Lamp know so that they can pass that information on to THQ, so that they can budget their time and have THQ Nordic know that it is worth Purple Lamp budgeting their time for it. I personally don't care much about cruise boosting, but I know so many people in the community of Battle for Bikini Bottom who do care about cruise boosting. Just watching Shift's video alone, seeing how many people were questioning him about cruise boosting, obviously a lot of people were into it, and I think, for the case of this game, it should definitely be something that returns, and like I said, if you want this to be a definite change, go and talk to Purple Lamp. They have their whole community page thing, which, like I said, I'll link in the description down below. Number 23, the bouncy things in Jellyfish Field have changed colors. They went from a pink color to a chrome purple-like color, which I think is a really interesting change. I don't love it, I don't hate it, it's kind of a neutral change, but I just thought I'd point it out because it's a change nevertheless. Number 24, shiny objects are now referred to as shiny things, though I feel like this is most likely due to translation from, I believe it's German to English, because obviously, Gamescom was in Germany, so that's translated, so I believe it's just a translation thing. So they're probably going to be called shiny objects, especially since characters like SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs refer to them as shiny objects, so they can't really change the voice dialogue, so they probably will be known as shiny objects, but they could still be known as shiny things. And lastly, number 25, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated will be playable at PAX East, which is taking place early March. So we may see new footage, we may see new levels, new moves, new abilities, new characters, everything. we might see all of that at PAX East, so I cannot wait. I will definitely be doing coverage of this game, so if you like SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, make sure to drop a subscribe, a like, and make sure to drop a comment as well. It really helps out the channel. I would love, to hear what you guys have to say about Battle for Bikini Bottom. I can't wait. It's going to be a great game. Probably my most anticipated game of the year. Definitely going to be my favorite Switch game to own. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.